Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am on Lone Wolf, and the screen is doing a weird glitchy thing. Alright. Okie dokie. Sure that'll sort itself out. Right, so today I am carrying on Tracy's Survivor Story. Sorry, not Tracy. Penny's Survivor Story. It's not Tracy, it's Penny. Penny's Survivor Story. I can't change it now. Anyway, it's Penny's Survivor Story, not Tracy's. Tracy's another run through. Yes, so with Penny, I've got to get Penny up here to collect a stash, a key from her stash. But right now, it's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through this. Let's see. Everything should be open. Right, close that down. Get Joe to be building some barricades. Might be here a while, so get him building some good barricades. Michelle, let's get you dismantling that. Daphne needs something to eat, and gonna need some cooking. Need some food. Well, everybody's busy doing something. Let's get on the way then. Bloop doop 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 do 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 do. Can't remember if we've recruited Frank or not. I know I've got Joe. Frank is also a good survivor to have. He's a good cook. That's all he's good for. He's a good cook. But he can make more food with less resources. But he has a bad back. And yeah, Trader, he's a damn good cook. Makes more food with fewer resources. But he's got a bad back, so you don't send him out because he doesn't carry as much. Although, on the plus side, he does more damage with a melee weapon. Right. Need to get Frank. Daphne's doing that. Let's get Michelle making a splint so we can get Frank up and running as soon as possible. Right, Old Ballard. Now, this usually has quite. Oh shit! I mistimed that. Hi, Amy. Aww. Welsh cakes and dog snuggles. Sulk now. That's me throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, fuck off. I'm ducking. Can't see me when I'm ducking. I was going to say, I knew there was a... Why wouldn't she open the door? Like that. Welsh cakes and dog snuggles. Right, running out of space. Harshaw Presbyterian. Right. Ah, crap. I knew that. It's not a free kill because that zombie survives the fall, but it's a free get out of the way. Deep clang of a church bell rings out across Harshaw. Birds take flight and stray dogs bark, startled by the sound. Many churches across Walton were used as emergency shelters in the early stages of the outbreak. Maybe this one is still occupied. Yes, it is, and the survivor in there is shit. Unlike Frank, he has no redeeming features. Frank has a bad back and a sprained wrist. But Frank is a damn good cook, and if you have to send him out, he does massive attack with melee weapons. And that's massive attack as in actual attacking things, and not the 1990s band which did some amazing house music. Best of which undoubtedly was Unfinished Symphony. Or is it Unfinished Sympathy? Whatever it was an absolutely amazing song. Definitely one of the top 10 1990s songs ever. He's still healing, so there's nothing I can do there. Joe. Michelle. Michelle's at the workbench. Actually, was that revolver ammo? No, it's pistol ammo. Alright. Frank can't do anything until next session. Fine. To be honest, those doors in a caravan are so weak they could probably collapse as soon as you look at them. Except for the outside one, which is usually pretty strong. I don't want to have to come back here. Right, tired, recovered, lost wired. The network. Yep. What is... indifferent, okay. Now give them relationships. Let's send Joe out. Let's give Penny a rest. Send Joe out, the old Ballard, Harshaw Presbyterian. Let's give Penny a chance to rest up. Frank. Still can't do a damn thing with Frank. Can we make anything else? No, we cannot. In that case, Daphne, use your special skill in the medical area and make us some first aid stuff. Yeah, that idiot that you just saw talking there. Yeah, that's the idiot that decided to ring the church bell. He's a bit like me, this survivor. Smart, but not very wise. Mind you, am I really smart? That's a good question to ask. Am I smart? Rahul. If you want extra alcohol and gasoline, then obviously take him. But he's lightweight and he's got a sensitive stomach. Honestly, if you're going for there is an escape route that requires alcohol, moonshine in particular, in which case he is useful to have. But actually, saying that, I think it's this one. I think it's the route that I'm going to take. But it's too late now. Frank's recovered. Michelle and Joe. Right. Okay, so Joe. Let's give Joe a chance to recover. Give him something to eat. Take the only bed in the place. Frank. Let's get your special skills into play. Michelle is hungry. Okay. Right, Penny. Let's get you up to Harshaw. And give you that as well. Daphne, what can I get Daphne doing? Let's get... We've got anything we can dismantle? Yes, we have. Joe's actually good at dismantling as well. I should have swapped those two over. Never mind. Here we go. Looks like we'll be taking one more trip back here. Do not ring the bell yet. If you're doing the Heart of Darkness plan, do not ring the bell. Really? Okay. Penny dead. It's okay, because I can just reload. This way I can actually do what I need to do. Let's give Joe something to eat. And get Joe dismantling. Keep using this sling blade till it So notice that the Rahul is gone. I need one more trip here. We'll send Joe, seeing that he's got a strong back. Joe's brought another mouse into the shelter, feeds it crumbs when he thinks we're not looking. Aww. Aww. Let's clear out the rest of Harshall Presbyterian. Right. Of course it's... Right. Alien-led attack. Joe needs to sleep. Frank needs to eat. Nightmares. Yeah. Hey, Penny, guess what? You're off on another scavenge. How ballard thing. So we should literally have these houses, these places left. And it's houses. Yeah. Take the sling blade. Take there, 1911. Damn it. Ran for a few too many steps. How did you get back up here? You were... How? Definitely need some more beds in this place. Joe, can you do any dismantling? No. Actually, let's get you making some hammers. If I can get to Barbara in time, she's actually way better at making melee weapons. Let's put you in there, give you that. Adrenaline. Woo! Close friends, excellent. Oh, Ballard should be cleared out now. Yep. 38 Irving Drive. Let's take that, and I know I need to take at least 2 of them. Ooh, yeah, let's get the portable beds in. Specialist. Daphne. Joe. Let's get you at dismantling. Ooh, there's nothing you can dismantle. Okay. Let's get you doing that. Frank, have we got enough? Yeah. Do a vegetable soup. Okay. Hey Bella, how you doing? Yeah, it's going all right. Although I got the title wrong. We're doing Penny's survivor story, not Tracy's. I'm gonna need to come back here. Good. Finding trouble with TLD on the train. Train. Oh, yeah, switching. Doing the switching. Or is it finding coal? Because in the switching yards, there are a load of coal, but you've got to time it right. Otherwise, yeah, you run out of the extra power. Ooh. As long as you're staying on the train, then the wolves can't get you, or shouldn't be able to get you. But obviously, you have to get off to do some switching. Getting lever and column moving on faster. Yep. Yep, that's a good idea. Right, that's 38. That's all I'm going to do for this. Yeah, I mean, it's a long journey to take, so you might end up at some point going through the night, but honestly, as long as you stay on the train, the Aurora wolves aren't that bad. Well, they shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could. Oh no, you can't. You can't rest. You've got to do that mission in one sitting. You can't actually rest. Because I tried resting for the same reason, but yeah, couldn't do it. I haven't actually noticed. If they have, then they have. Let's get some vegetables down. Yeah, I get that. Yep. Yeah, you do. It's a shame. But again, it might just be the mission, because as I say, you can't actually rest. So this game is a zombie survival base building game, set in the fictional city of Walton in Texas. There's been a zombie outbreak, obviously, that's why it's a zombie survival game. And the idea is to escape the city, but at the same time, whilst you're in the city, manage your resources. It's been updated quite often, quite a few times. So the latest patch has a survivor story for Tracy, which is the character I'm playing. Not Tracy, Penny. Which is the character I'm playing at the moment. I keep getting Penny and Tracy mixed up, and I shouldn't. Tracy is the other character that I was playing. I'm not sure if it's only on PC. I mean, right now it's quote unquote early access. But it's called Into the Dead: Our Darkest Days. So if you want to look it up. Michelle and Daphne. There's also sketches. From behind a wall is probably just rats. You hope it's just rats. Right. Always use the fast food up first, because it doesn't give you, it doesn't give you much energy, but gets rid of that resource place, that resource points. If I go, you don't have to complete, currently only on PC, okay. You don't have to completely empty out every place before you move on. You can move on as and when you want, but it makes sense to empty out the areas, because obviously the more resources you have, the easier it is to survive, just like in real life. I know with Springwood Drive, so you have to get up this. I'm doing, as I say, I'm doing Penny survivor's mission. I have to get up here to get her stash, and then we can begin what is effectively her survivor mission proper. Also, I have to keep Daphne alive, but yeah. You also find survivors along the way, and it's up to you whether you want to recruit them or not. Some survivors are better than others, like Joe here. He's a fantastic survivor to have, because he has strong back, so he can carry more. He can dismantle stuff and gain more resources from it, but he loses extra morale when hunger is low. Reminds you of Alone in the Dark. I've never played Alone in the Dark. I know for some people that's blasphemy, having never played Alone in the Dark. Daphne's skill. Alright. You haven't played it? Okay. I've heard of it, and I've heard really good things about it. Right, Penny needs rest. So the reason I normally take Penny scavenging is because she's a lot quieter. So she doesn't, unless you do something really stupid, she doesn't alert any zombies. Stoic, right. Somebody's got to go scavenging. You know, Ballard's empty. The Earthen Drive's empty. Okay, let's do Springwood Drive, Fire Station 13. Do it this way round. And I know that I'm going to need at least 2 for this, possibly the bolt cutters. Frank, speaking of bolt cutters, oh, I can't make bolt cutters. Okay. Straight into that one. Completely and utterly my fault. Alright, let this one turn round. Oh shit, it's seen me. So this is what's known as an iceberg house. I've made several mistakes here. one slip past. And kill it. I have to come back again. Okay, that one's just run away. It'll be back. Argued over the sensible use of communal supplies. That doesn't surprise me. Alright, incessant barking. It's never quiet in Harshaw. Every hour another chorus of barking starts and spreads across the neighbourhood. Some of the howls are hauntingly mournful. The dogs wander the empty streets calling out for masters who will never return. Damn. Right, Daphne needs to go to sleep. Penny, let's sort out your morale. Sort out Frank's morale as well. Michelle is actually okay, surprisingly. Can't do any of that. Let's send Joe. Yeah, let's send Joe scavenging. Now, anyone getting this game, this pistol here, the G911 Enforcer pistol, which is technically a Glock, don't make it. Don't repair it. It's got a current glitch on it where it will not, where some of the shots will not register. I've seen a couple of players have the same issue as myself. You can aim at the head, you can get, it will occasionally, like, you'll fire 2 or 3 shots and you'll hit a zombie, and then the next 4 or 5 will not register at all. So right now, there's no point in making it. Yeah, it does stink. I think the developers are trying to sort it out, though. It's just one of those stupid things. You know, it'd be something in the code, like somebody's put, they've put like a 1 instead of a 0 for the code or something, or a 0 instead of a 1. one more scavenge here. Please, with big scavenging hall. Yeah, they would be. Great debates. When they're not busy, Daphne and Penny have been comparing favourites. Movies, books, sports teams, you name it. They don't always agree. You're lucky we're friends, Penny says. I forgive you for being wrong. After a moment of tense silence, the two break into laughter. Daphne gains morale, Penny gains morale. They don't look like Daphne and Penny. Right, speaking of morale, let's get Joe there. Let's give him something to eat. Frank, your specialist skills. Michelle, let's get you doing something like that. Daphne, I need some more bandages. Hey Penny, guess what? Guess what? You're gonna have some food. And then you're gonna go scavenging! Yay! So you're gonna clear out Springwood Drive. Fire Station 13 is a damn good place to go. That, then there, then there, then there. But clear that out. I'll go one more scavenge there, and then that will be it for this stream. So Amy's back home. All dogs snuggled out. But are the dogs all Amy snuggled out? Don't be silly. How can dogs ever be all snuggled out? Oh no, the dead are surging. I suppose there's something more important. Yeah. More important than snuggles is food. Let's go map station. That should be empty. Not much left on the sling blade. Let's take the sling blade. Let's take that. Take that, take that. And then, as an emergency, it's not going to give me much time, admittedly. Or much carrying capacity, should I say. but with a 3 out of 5 zombie rating. That should be blocked. Up we go. Damn it. Anybody asks what's the best melee weapon for a zombie survival, it's definitely a spear or a halberd. Because you can poke zombies at a long range and keep them away from you. Oh, come on. Yes, I would use a machete. We're not allowed machetes anymore. Even though those of us that run a bushcraft business are frowned upon for having machetes. Yes, I did go in there. Leicester Bar. Oh. Shit. See, when you shoot, wherever your mouse pointer is where your shot should land. Let's see, we have sacrifice the coffee beans for a melee weapon. I'm coming back here anyway, so I'm not sacrificing the coffee beans. And there is Sergeant Bowman and his team. which if you're doing the Heart of Darkness escape plan, you will need to go and find him. Quite easy actually, he's in one of the arcades. I think it's the Styx arcade. Oh, run down there, you stupid idiot. If I remember rightly, there is a big zombie in here. And they are... they take a lot more effort to kill. Ooh, wrench. Fire axe. Damn good weapon that. You can fulfill your shining. Fulfill your shining wannabes with that. Okay. Definitely coming back here. Well, coming back here anyway. As I say, you don't have to clear out every... you don't have to clear out every place before you move on. You move on as many times as you want, but it helps. Heart of Darkness, that's the... yeah. So Styx Arcade should now be available. Yeah, it's up there. But we're heading this away. If I go there, take that, that, and that. Use Joe again. Now you're in a record store. We're in a record store here, so we're going to have to make decisions about which records to throw at zombies. That is a reference to a film, which is a film based on an episode of a TV show based on Resident Evil, or featuring Resident Evil 2. Shaun of the Dead, if anybody's wondering. I wonder if Shaun of the Dead was partially inspiration for the game Zombie. Actually, Zombie's a good game. Might have to play that again. It's not proper open world. Ah, there we go. Right. Let's move the shelter. And first priority, get those barricades built. Penny. Still zombies there. Right. Want to avoid Leicester Bar's Automotive as much as possible for now, because Leicester Bar is still holding up there, and he's a little bit of a prat. I'll be kind, I'll say prat. Right, I will take one more scavenge to the fire station. Yes, you can. Right, they are more important than the lockpicks. Joe. You need to go and dismantle stuff because that is what you're good at. Let's dismantle that. And Frank, let's use your special skill and get some more food going. Oh, you're actually hungry. Vegetable soup. Right, I have 2 weapons, and when those weapons fail, I'm going to have to run. Huh. I just realised something. Not very interesting something, it's just something I've noticed, and that is that Texas's flag, the Lone Star flag, I think is the same as the country of Liberia. Might be wrong on that, but I think it's the same. Fire stations are always good to get resources from because there's usually loads of resources. Okay, didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to stop at the door. Not blaming anybody but myself for that. Lots of resources. Right. Get Penny safely back to the shelter, and that will be it for me. Let's see what's happened. They're now friends. Excellent. Crying. Last night we heard what sounded like a baby crying in the street, then just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. We all felt a little uneasy after that. Oh, great. I'm not surprised. Right, that is going to be it for me today. I don't think I'll be back tomorrow, as I'm shifting some stuff around. That might take up a lot of time, but keep an eye out, and obviously Twitch will tell you when I'm back. But thank you very much for watching. Thanks for being here. Have a good rest of the day and rest of the weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.